Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Big of the CoinsKid crew. So we've been doing incredibly well so far in this crypto market, especially for Bitcoin. We've done incredibly well on Bitcoin. That trade that we jumped into, the retest way back there in September, the diamond bottom pattern, it's been a beautiful little trade for myself and the CoinsKid crew. For the doubters, the naysayers and people like that, we've just done incredibly well, So basically what I'm looking at, and I've been looking at this for a few weeks for yourselves right now, is the opportunities in this market when we do see Bitcoin breaking out and doing things like that. Where are the opportunities? And like I've been relaying to you for many months right now, I think the opportunity in this market is in meme coins. Okay, and if you look left and right, you'll see that the likes of Pepe, Doge, With, Cat, Bob, Turbo, all those meme coins, Bonk even, they're doing incredibly well. They're doing a lot better than the utility coins like VeChain and Cardano and Chainlink and XRP and things like that. And this is what I've been focusing on with yourselves, is the meme coins. And this is why I created these sections for you: the DEX section on CoinsKid.com and the moonshot section. So moonshots are literally coins that literally come out every minute and on the hour, the brand new coins that we can look at. But then after a few weeks, they get indexed in the DEX section. So I've created 7 sections for you: Solana, Ethereum, Polygon, Pulse Chain, Arbitrum, Optimism and Blast. So we're going to focus on the Solana chain. If we take a look right now, you can clearly see this coin in this section, BERT, which only came out a few weeks ago, is absolutely bolting right now. It's currently up 2,552% today. It's doing incredibly well. So if we go down this list, there are lots of opportunities. We've got sell warnings, neutral warnings, buy warnings, and so on and so forth. So if we go to the bottom of the list right now, we've got buy warning on Rugger, we've got a buy warning on Able, we've got a buy warning on FOMO Free Fun. So we take a quick look at Rugger. Okay, so basically there's a little checklist there that I've created for yourselves, little drop down. All you do to check out the coin is click that little drop down. You've got Rug Check, all these other little websites here where you can check the coin and the metrics and the tokenomics and things like that. So what I'm going to do is take a quick look at Rug Check, see what it says about the coin. Loading, low amount of LP providers, basically low amount of liquidity providers on that particular coin, which is a little bit of a warning, but nothing major, because obviously it's in its infancy. It's just starting out the blocks basically. So again, let's check the bubble maps. Have a quick look at bubble maps. Now this is a really interesting site. Basically all this does, it checks the token distribution. So what you don't want to see is big massive bubbles that own the vast majority of the supply, because all they're going to do obviously is rug it and flood the market with a coin, which will tank the price basically. So this is an evenly distributed coin. There are a couple of bubbles here that are quite concerning. We've got this one here that controls around about 1%, but if they sell it, again, it will just get distributed and picked back up. But what you don't want to see is big massive whopping bubbles that own something like 15 to 25 to 30% of the entire supply right there. So this is an evenly distributed token supply in my opinion. So Rugger, that could be a nice little coin going forward. If we take a quick look at the chart, it's under the water. We don't necessarily see a bullish divergence yet, so I'll be looking for a bullish divergence as a tick list to get back involved in this particular coin, because obviously it's bolted like this, and right now it's coming back down the stairs, retracing to where it came from. It's had a nice little move, and right now it's retracing, but we don't necessarily see a bullish divergence just yet on the 4-hourly time frame, which is what I always look for as confidence to jump back into these coins going forward. So that's basically a little guide on how to use the DEX section, on how to find coins that have been around the block for the past couple of weeks, have been indexed, and they're starting to find a little bit more liquidity and a bit more volume going forward. So just come to CoinsKid.com, DEX section. You've got all your little blockchains right there that you can check on, but currently I'm focusing more on the Solana blockchain. I think that the vast majority of people are. This is why Solana's blowing up right now. Let's dive into the chart, see what we can see for Bitcoin today. Okay, so taking a quick look at the retail top indicator, we have pierced the red line. So this is the warning shot to the permanent bulls in this market, that the top is very close. Okay, for Bitcoin, it's very close. And what we're seeing is confluence to that particular top as well, which is what we see at every single top for Bitcoin. We see meme coins, we see altcoins absolutely exploding, which is exactly what we've got right now. We've got the meme coin section, which is absolutely leaving the utility coins, Ethereums, your Chainlinks, your VeChain, your XRPs, they're leaving them behind basically. And then the meme coin section is taking off right now. So it's a major confluencing factor to the fact, okay, I think we are nearing this sort of big push up in this end phase here for Bitcoin. And what we've got yesterday, we pierced this line, which is a major warning shot. So I've shown you in the past how this is a warning shot for the top basically. Now it doesn't guarantee at that particular time frame right there right now that is the top, but if we take a look at this particular cycle in 2017, which I think Bitcoin's mirroring this basically, I've gone through this analysis with you, we've pierced it just there, then Bitcoin went sideways, this, then continued to come up the stairs and created its blow top where we ranked and went sideways and range bound under the red line, and then we began to roll right there. Okay, and then this move here, when we came down in 2017, I remember this time really well. We came down, and this little retracement just there towards the end of the year, which is where we saw XRP and altcoins absolutely explode. So this is something I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating an alt season here, but I think what we need to see is something else in another chart that increases the probability of that particular alt season staring us in the face right there. So I think the stage is set, and I think possibly with where we were there, you know, Bitcoin's going sideways, comes up, makes a little bit more progression, but not that much progression, and this is where we start to see some of these altcoins popping off, which we're seeing right now in the meme coins. So I think we've hit a warning shot here for Bitcoin, where potentially from this point right now, the appreciation is not necessarily in Bitcoin anymore, it's in altcoins, and this is something I'm trying to relay to you. Okay, it's a warning shot that if you're jumping into Bitcoin right now, you're missing the party with the altcoins. Okay, because obviously the mindset is Bitcoin's going up, yeah, it's going up, going up, going up, going up, and then you're missing the party down there. Okay, because the altcoins are the play, and this is all I'm trying to relay to you. I'm not saying that Bitcoin's going to roll over and go to zero and things like that, or enter the bear market or anything like that. I do see potential appreciation in Bitcoin, but at this point of the cycle right now, this is where I do think that altcoins are the play, and this is all I'm trying to relay to you. So there's a lot of misconceptions in yesterday's video that I'm calling the top, Bitcoin's not going to do this and not going to do that and things like that. Obviously I think it could do, but we need to see a little bit more confidence and data in the charts to, you know, give us that projection. But at this point right now, all I'm relaying to you, and this is what I've been focusing on for many months right now, is the stage is set for altcoins that have been lagging Bitcoin, because we've been riding Bitcoin up since November 2022 from that bottom. Okay, we've rode it all the way up, been beautiful along the way, and like I said to you, as it approaches 5 waves, this is where the risk of a pullback for Bitcoin increases. So I think potentially we're on the cusp of an alt season, but we have to see something in a chart that gives a big tick to that. Let me show you exactly what that is today. Okay, so this chart is an extremely important chart, and it holds all the clues to the alt season that I do see coming here in the crypto market. So the more this goes up like this, the more increase the probability of whenever we start to see the drawdown, the loss of the ribbon, we've got a huge move here. We've got a lovely little alt season in front of us, and you know, this can keep going up all it wants like this, but the more it goes up, the more increase the probability of the pullback. And you know, just like here where you had that big spike up and you lose a ribbon, boom, you've got your big alt season. Look at that, and this is what I think is in front of us going forward. So for those people that have been with the channel for a very long time, they will know that in Cardano just there last summer, I was relaying to you why I thought Cardano would come slam bang into that 74 cents target, which it did. It was a God candle back test, this level of resistance just there. Then I expected a correction way back there in March for the 5 waves up on Cardano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really simple. And I expected the correction, and then I relayed to you way back there in September why I was buying Cardano in this range, been building positions, and then just on this little breakout here, we've seen, if you take a look at the dominance, just that tiny little red candle where we come up to this resistance at the little pullback. That red candle has led to that huge breakout for Cardano off the bottom. So these are the sorts of moves that you see once you start to see the dominance come back. Now if we start to do something like we did here, where we break down in the dominance and create the red sell dot, this is what you've got in front of you going forward, okay, in altcoins, which in my opinion are going to offer the greater opportunity going forward. So this is why at the moment I'm trying to find as best as I can some of these under the radar altcoin opportunities, and I think I've found a few. I posted some in the Discord for the CoinsKid crew, and this is why, just like these positions I was taking here in Cardano in the summer, which I relayed to you in the videos, there are a couple of coins that I'm looking at that are really basically foot on the head, can't get up, but there are clues in the charts above that they've got God candle back tests. One of those coins is sand, so I've took a position in sand. I've relayed that opportunity to you before, and I think there's a God candle back test, and I think that if we start to see this come up and roll over and lose the ribbon, then I think sand could explode here. Okay, obviously it's not my primary pick, but it's just a pick that I'm looking at to come back up and retrace into the God candle backtest. It's around about an 8x, which, like I said to you, if you're looking at appreciation, if Bitcoin 8x is from here, you're looking at, you know, 600-700k or whatever. I just don't think it's going to get there, and this is why I'm looking at other opportunities. So again, it doesn't make me a pen bull, pen bear, whatever. I'm just trying to ride the waves with you, and I'm just doing what I've done before in this particular cycle. As Bitcoin gets overextended and the dominance starts to rise towards the end of its cycle in the final 5th wave, this is where you should be looking at altcoin opportunities. And one of the things we're looking at is a breakdown in this particular chart below the ribbon with the red sell dot. Boom, we've got the alt season right in front of us, staring us in the face right there as confluence. Okay, so wishing most luck. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now to see what we can see going forward. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, for those people who have been on the channel will know that I called this bottom like an absolute boss. I made a video at the time called the 5 Waves of Death. I'll drop a link to that video in the description right there. Go and watch it, because so far so good. It's played out like an absolute boss. Now along the way, I did say to you, I don't expect Bitcoin to break out and go up in a straight line. Okay, I expect it to move up and down in waves, and technically we're looking for 5 waves to the upside. Once the 5 waves are complete, that's when Bitcoin's top is in. You know, we're extinguished, it's got no more to give. At that point we roll into the bear market. So basically from this point here, I think we've had an expanded flat A, B, C. We was looking for 5 waves in C, for those people who remember and stay with the channel. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves of death. We broke out a bump and run. We back tested this level of resistance on the 3rd point of contact. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Back test, that was my projection. And then we will come up with stairs in waves basically. We came into this leg of resistance here, which was support there, support there, and support there. We found a resistance at an ABC. We timed the bottom of that ABC absolutely on the day. Go back to the videos. The bump and run pattern, which I relayed to you, which is the same as this. It's C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bump and run, breakout, back test, see you later. New all-time highs expected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, breakout, back test, see you later, bump and run, you know, breakout these highs expected, and that's exactly what we've got. So going forward, I said to you, if we start to see 5 waves up here and 3 and break the high, that's it. I think we're cooked at that point, and you know, we're coming for the correction. We did exactly that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we had the perfect zigzag ABC correction as anticipated, alternation. We've got the A, B, C, expanded flat correction. I expected some kind of zigzag here. We've got the A, the B, the C zigzag, which is basically a double free WXY correction, and then from there we've come up with a 1, 2, broke out in the 3 as expected, and right now I still think we're in the 3rd wave, looking for the 4, the final 5th, and that's it. Bitcoin's cooked. You know, it's got no more to give. Now this is why I'm looking at altcoins, because I think we're at the stage right now where we're approaching this level here, where we've rode all this up and done incredibly well against the, you know, the naysayers. We've got the double bottom down there, we've got the bump and run there, we've got the diamond bottom pattern right there. We've done incredibly well, and these are the, you know, the patterns that I've been trading and relaying to you against herd mentality, and we've traded them so well. But I think if I'm respecting the 5 wave up and 5 waves down, just like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up, just here we've got the micro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all out, we've got the micro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all out. You know, if we're respecting the 5 waves of death that I relay on this channel, with the 5 wave counter which we trade on this channel, then I think Bitcoin's running out of steam here. So obviously it could go parabolic, go supersonic, absolutely amazing, fantastic, but I always respect the 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has increased the probability of Bitcoin's bear market. Okay, so one of the things we need to, you know, keep an eye on going forward to give us the statement that Bitcoin has entered a bear market is really simple. On the CoinsKid lifeline, we flip red, we have entered a bear market here for Bitcoin, and I think, you know, we've got a big drawdown, quite a prolonged bear market, and I've gone through that scenario with you before. But what I think we've got in the meantime, okay, we've got the final 5th wave coming up, so we need to look for 1, 2, 3 on the breakout, a 4, and a final 5th wave coming up here. So I think Bitcoin's actually running out of steam. So if it gets to 95k, amazing. If it gets to 117k, amazing. If it gets to 156k, even more amazing. If it gets to 200k, absolutely beautiful. But I think from this point right now, if we look at the appreciation, you've got from this point right now, you've got around about 5.35% to get to 95k. You've got what we've got 29% to get to 117. I think we've got 70% to get to 154, and I think we've got roughly 120% to get to that, you know, 200k target right there. But at that point, we really are beginning to run out of steam here, because we'll see 5 waves to that particular point. So at that point, in every single cycle and every single impulse, like the impulse there, where was the opportunity? Well, it was in altcoins. You know, your 100x, your 200x, your 50x, your 20x, your 30x from that particular point was altcoins. And that's all I'm trying to relay to you. It doesn't make me a perm bear, perma bull, negative on Bitcoin or whatever. I just think we're at this point right now that Bitcoin is not necessarily going to give us anymore. Okay, it's already gave us so much from this point here when everyone was extremely bearish. It's already gave us this beautiful appreciation. When we was buying down here against the herd mentality and the naysayers, we're 460% up on that. So at this point right now, I'm looking at other coins as the opportunity in the final stage for Bitcoin. It really is that simple. Okay, so I hope you understand the update. Nothing to say is financial advice, but going forward, beautiful bottom call, beautiful bottom call, and beautiful bottom call. And I think what we've got is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the final 5th wave. The stage is set right now for the final phase for Bitcoin, and we're getting the warning shots in the retail top, in meme coins breaking out, in the altcoins picking up. I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay off, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.